Another opinion here.
Mm-hmm.
I think the double is a terrible idea.
Okay.
I only want one patty in my burger.
But you want it, you said thin, but you don't mean smashed.
Smash, yeah.
You want a smash burger?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I think I've come full circle. And maybe it was because I was watching a lot of George Motz videos before we came on here.
Oh, it's mouth-watering to watch those videos. There is something deep inside of us all when we see a burger being cooked.
Yes. So, and for those who aren't familiar, what he does, so he has, like we said, he has his 80-20 mix. He's not packing it tight. We'll get into some science now, right? Mm-hmm. He's not packing it tight. It's in a bowl. It's weighed out. He puts it on a ripping hot flat, why am I, like a plancha? What am I?
Flat top grill.
Flat top grill.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I was having a brain fart there. Griddle. Gets it on there, allows it to sear for 10 seconds maybe, then flips it over, smashes it down,
mm-hmm.
at which point he seasons it,
mm-hmm.
and then he cooks it maybe sort of 80% before flipping it again, American cheese on top, puts a little cloche on there, lid, lets the cheese melt, and serves it. Tell me why he has made all of those decisions, or you will know the decisions that I was talking about there, like why each of those matters.
That initial sear when it's still in a ball shape is just getting some Maillard started. Then the flip and smash is spreading the meat out so that it can get this sort of frilly, lacy edge on there. That's when the seasoning comes into play, because if you season your hamburger meat ahead of time, you're going to come out with a very sausage-like texture. Then that final flip is going to get it back over to that initial side that didn't get a lot of Maillard because it was in the shape of a ball at first. So you get a little bit more browning on that side, and then the cloche to help melt the cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Did I get it?
Yeah, exactly. So, well, yeah, these are the things that are...
But they're decisions that he had to make, yeah.
Counterintuitive, right? Like, you don't want to be over... The less you process it, the more you can...
Oh, right. You mentioned how they're gently balled. Yeah, because, again, we're going to... It's almost like bread making. When you over-manipulate... Or let's use something even easier. Pancakes. If you stir that batter too much to get all the lumps out, you want all the lumps out. No, you don't. Lumps are good. But if you stir it to get all the lumps out, your pancake is going to be kind of tough. If you patty that ground beef so that there's no kind of air pockets left inside, you're going to have a more chewy, tough burger.
Yeah.
And like a burger, the whole point of it is to not be chewy. You took meat that was kind of chewy and you ground it up so that it wouldn't be chewy. Right? So like let's maintain the integrity of the burger by not making it too dense.
Yes.
So that I skipped that part. So in the beginning, you said he's very gentle about making the balls themselves. He weighs them out so they're all the same.
Mm-hmm.
But then, yeah.
And so for the science nerds out there,
mm-hmm.
as you mentioned, salt dissolves something called myosin, which is a protein in muscle.
Mm-hmm.
And when you mix salt into ground beef, the dissolved myosin forms a sticky gel that cross-links the meat into like a springy, bouncy, like you said, it's more of a sausage, hot dog texture. That's what we want with those things.
Yep.
We don't want it with our burger.
You ever see anyone making pate or hot dogs and they get the meat to that texture and they take a little scoop of it onto their hand and then they hold their hand upside down? If it stays, they're at the right place. We don't want that for a burger.
No.
We want that for our sausage, for our pate, etc.
Exactly. So this is why I think I'm Team Smash here.
Okay.
I think the thinner we go, the more surface area we have for Maillard reaction.
Yeah, I mean, that's completely the impetus behind the smash burger, yeah.
But also, because we're not pre-seasoning the meat, you get a more even distribution of salt.
Mm.
If I'm making I don't know, 180 grams, I don't know what that is in ounces or whatever, but like a standard restaurant burger size, decent, healthy portion. If I've got a thick patty and if I've got something that people can be like, actually, I want this medium or medium rare, I don't think the seasoning is going penetrating deep enough. So I'm thinking I'm getting bites of unseasoned meat.
Yeah, I can fully agree with that. That's why I said like maybe the pretzel bun is going to add a little bit more seasoning per bite. As you just said, if we have any accoutrements on there, the mustard, what have you, that's going to give some more seasoning. But it's all external, right? It's not inside the patty. I can be swayed either way. I would say that when I do have a thicker burger, I don't want it medium rare. you need to achieve 140 degrees to get all the fat to render. And so it's not going to be as pink as getting a piece of medium rare beef. But also it's going to have a much better mouthfeel to have closer to medium than medium rare on a burger that's a thicker burger.
So this is...
Now, the smash burger, it's so thin, it's paper, we're not going to have any opportunity here.
Well done.
It's well done all the way, which I'm game for.
So that's another gripe I have with the modern burger landscape.
People want it medium rare.
Everyone asks for it medium rare because they think that's what you're supposed to do. They think that makes you look informed. No, you have enough knowledge here to be dangerous to yourself.
Yeah, it would pain me when I was a chef and people would come in and order rare or even medium rare lamb chops. I'm like, you're just going to get a mouthful of like greasy fat. We have to get a high enough temperature to render the fat and still leave the beef, the lamb in that case, moist and juicy. But anything below that it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
But because everyone's been beaten into their head, medium rare is the way to go. That's not true. Not for every cut. Not for every cut and not for every type.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm definitely I'm going to plant my flag on a medium thick burger. But let's go back to the smash burger. So then we did skip a piece then, in my opinion. You were just talking about the methodology, but then if we're going to do a smash burger, then we need to have some thinly sliced onions in the smash. Right, so the idea is the ball hits the grill and a pile of very thinly, I mean shaved, onions go on top of it for that first 30, 60 second sear of the ball. Then you flip it over so now the onions are on the bottom and you smash so the onions become part of the beef and they get very brown on the grill and then continue from there. Because the onion is now seasoning the beef.
I think that has almost become like that's the thing you have to do, but I don't see it as being necessary.
Oh no.
No. I think that's a choice, just like your pickles or your sauce.
I know Motz champions that because it's one of the specific regional ones, or I think it's Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I don't know why Oklahoma's jumping into my brain, but I think it's the Oklahoma way. And that's kind of become the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I guess we could go without it.
It's become the norm. But yeah, I think, look.
But now you want this thin patty, but now you only want one patty. You're a single. For a smash burger, I'm almost always two.
No, I want two burgers.
You want two thin sliced on buns of their own.
On buns of their own.
You don't want two thin sliced in one bun.
No.
Okay, tell me why.
I think that is false logic that people have assumed via McDonald's. I can certainly see the appeal, right? And so you're like, look, I want my ratio of meat to bread to be what it is. Mm-hmm. And people will be like, look, why would you get the single cheeseburger when you can get a double? It doesn't cost double, so you're winning. I just
it doesn't cost double.
Unlike Mr. What's his face with his 11 cents hamburg sandwich or whatever. I just think that like the cross section of a beautiful smash burger or thinly cooked pressed burger is that. For me, it would be bun, sauce, patty, and I would say onions and pickles and more sauce. And that's it for me.
All right, I got it.
You know what I'm coming round to here, though, because I do like it, and don't get me wrong, love the burger down there at Red Hook Tavern and whatnot, right? Mm-hmm. I would say if I'm eating outdoors or in a casual setting, I want thin. And if I'm sat down at a table, then I want the restaurant burger.
Okay.
And that's where I'll join you with your medium cooked, thicker patty.
All right.
You can keep your pretzel, but yeah. Wow. Well,
pretzels go so good with mustard, though.
They do.
And cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
But I get it.
Yeah.
I think that this is the great tension of this episode. There are so many roads to go down, and there's no real wrong one. Mm-hmm. Like I've said it before about pizza. I've never had bad pizza. If I got pizza, it was good.
Yeah.
Now, have I had great pizza? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's never bad.
Like a Negroni.
Right. Yeah, a little bulletproof.
Yeah.
A burger is pretty bulletproof. If you hand me one, it's probably going to be pretty good.